everyone, welcome back to virtual programming with Boys and Girls Clubs at the Fox Valley. My name is Miss Chelsea and I work at the Downtown Club here in Appleton. For today's art project, I was kind of looking outside and thinking about how it's almost springtime and it doesn't quite feel that way yet, and I was wondering why. Then I realized there aren't any flowers around yet. When I think of spring, I always think of the flowers I see and how colorful they are and bright and how they smell really nice. So I think I'm missing some flowers to make it feel like springtime. So I figured that for today's project, we would make our own flowers. However, we're going to be using a special method that's inspired by a famous artist, Wassily Kandinsky. I'll tell you a little bit more about him as we begin to work on the project, but first let's get our materials ready. For today's project, you will need a piece of blank paper, some scissors, glue stick glue, a black pen or marker, something that you feel comfortable drawing with. And you will also need some colored paper. Now these can either be your regular big sheets, or this is also a really great project for you to use up any scraps you have lying around. So now that we have our materials ready, let's get started, make our flowers, and learn a little bit more about the artist Kandinsky. For the first step of the project, I want you to pick out a couple colors of paper. So let's say 3. I'm gonna do green, yellow, and purple. What you're going to do next is trace 3 different size circles, cut them out, and glue them on the paper one on top of another. So let's start this first step and work our way through it. So as you can see, I cut out my 3 colors in different size circles and glued them one on top of another. So, as you can tell, my circles aren't exactly perfect, and that's okay. For this project, it doesn't really matter. It also makes it look kind of fun and squiggly like spring is. So I want you to go ahead and cut out a couple more circles and put them together, just like this. After that, you can go ahead and glue them on your paper at different heights. So maybe you'll have one up in the corner and one down on the bottom, or one over on the side. So you want to make probably 4 to 5 flowers of different sizes and glue them all over your paper. So let's do this next step. Wassily Kandinsky was a Russian-born artist who made his name working in Germany between 1866 and 1944. Kandinsky was famous for an art style called Expressionism. Expressionists wanted to use art to express their feelings and emotions, usually through bold use of line and color. So now that we have our circles glued onto the paper in different places, so they don't look like flowers quite yet, but what we're going to do is take our black pen or marker and we're going to add flower petals and stem and different kinds of dots to make our flowers pop out more. Kandinsky was one of the first artists who painted purely abstract works of art. This means that all of his artwork was not recognizable in relation to reality, to the world we live in. As said earlier, he focused on colors, shapes, and bold use of line to convey his feelings and emotions. So how did your project turn out? This is what mine looks like. As you can see, I have a lot of fun lines and different leaves and petals and stems. I added a little bit of grass at the bottom and even a sun up on top so that it felt a little bit more springy. I hope you enjoyed making our spring Kandinsky flowers today and also had fun learning about our Russian artist, Vasily Kandinsky. He was a pretty cool guy, and I think he gave us some great techniques to create our beautiful spring flowers. As always, I'm really proud of each and every one of you for continuing to learn and grow every day. I'm sure that your art teacher would have had a ton more amazing artists to talk to you about, and we'll see if we can cover a couple more of them in these videos. I wish each and every one of you all the best, and I'll see you on the next video.